Okay, so we're going to start. Matt Dow saying, please hold for Dave Sim time. New year, new host. Everybody, please welcome Brian West, who's filling in for me whilst I vacation where it's warm and sunny. I'm currently at Disney World, probably watching the fireworks at Cinderella's Castle or hanging out in Tomorrowland. Anyway, Dave has a big announcement. Well, we got that part done.
Yep.
It's a big announcement.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's my turn to remember Jeff Seiler, and I'm not there. And Brian doesn't have any Jeff stories. He puts probably ... in parentheses. Do you have any Jeff Seiler stories?
I just got one very small one. I remember I was posting on at the blog, and it was a note from Jeff. He commented a few comments later in the thread, and he said, Brian, good writers always proofread first before they send. So, I'm paraphrasing there, but he said a good writer always proofreads first. So that was a good note. I still have not learned my lesson, but I'm trying to get better about it. So that's my Jeff Seiler story. That is a quickie.
Okay, that's Jeff all over. Jeff stopped reading newspapers because he couldn't stand all the typos. I'm going, I think that's cutting off your nose to spite your face a little bit, but
yeah,
I can understand when you're that obsessive about proofreading, and Jeff definitely was. That's going to be your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a quickie that Brian can read in my stead. Have you got your copy there?
I do.
Brian?
I do, Dave.
Okay, you take it from there.
Okay. This is by Matt Dow, age 42. It's written on the paper. And the title of this story by Matt is How Seiler Became, quote, unquote, Shecky McAsscrape, unquote. Years ago, in 2006, I just checked, in parentheses, in the Cerebus Yahoo group, there was confusion as to who, quote unquote, Jeff referred to, as we had two Jeffs, Tundis and Seiler.
I'm going to interrupt.
No, please.
No problem.
Oh, please interrupt.
That's all I had to say was that it's Tundis. It's not Tundis.
Oh, Tundis. Tundis, like it's a ton. Got it.
Right.
Thank you, Dave.
A ton of dissing.
I'm sorry.
A ton of dissing.
A ton of thank you, of diffy. For a while, quote unquote, Jeff was Tundis, and other Jeff, quote unquote, was Seiler. But this wasn't good enough for John. I don't know this last name. Loeffner?
Loffer, I think.
Loffer, thank you. Rest in peace. Who said, quote, did you ever think maybe Tundis would like to go by that appellation? Huh? Did you? Unquote. And there was some discussion about this, and I said, quote, I thought I settled this. Seiler is Jeff. Tundis is Jeff A. Matt. And Larry Hart said, quote, it's still confusing because when someone just says Jeff, someone else isn't going to remember that it applies solely to Seiler. Seiler needs another spelling as well. How about Jeff A? Larry Hart. And I said, fine, Jeff, you're now Slambo Asscrape. Happy, Larry? And Jeff fully embraced it. I got the name from a printed copy of a webcomic called Superosity, where one of the characters sees, quote unquote, Man on the Moon, quote unquote, the film, and creates a Tony Clifton-esque character called Slambo Asscrape. And there's an image here, which I imagine will be posted with this post, as well as, and all was well with Jeff's new name, Seiler's new name, I should say, until 2007, when I realized stealing somebody else's character name was kind of a dick move, quote unquote, and rechristened him Shecky McAsscrape. Jeff signed off on an email. Slambo, who thought he was back on Monday, but got sidetracked on Tuesday and Wednesday, and just got a call a while ago from his manager at the fine dining restaurant, who said she loves how fast he has been catching on at being a waiter, never before having done that, but who said that her boss, the owner, whom she had to talk into allowing her to hire him, Slambo, put his foot down and made her fire him, Slambo, today. So he has to go find another summer job immediately and may not be back again for a while, but could be back tomorrow and will continue posting for a while yet today. Did you get all that? And I said, oh my God, you really are Shecky McAsscrape. And that's it from Matt. And he has a disclaimer here. Shecky McAsscrape, copyright 2007, effing Magnifier Productions.
Yes, sir. I always wondered where that name came from. It's like I went, oddly enough, it definitely suits Jeff Seiler because he could really get on people's wicks. Sometimes intentionally and sometimes just by being Jeff Seiler. And I was aware of the name, and I thought, okay, there's got to be a story behind that. And now I need wonder no longer, all the way back to 2006. Okay,